Hello, and welcome to our epilogue session. I hope everyone's doing well.
Oh, look at how cute that looks!
Really good.
My titties really do be out there. Oh my god.
You didn't see on Discord?
Yes, it is. You know, this is fine. If I lean back, it's fine.
I think it's worse when you lean back.
Is it?
You know what? This isn't a PG fucking stream anyway.
Fair.
Hi, I am Hannah, or your dungeon master, Spooky. Today we're gonna go over epilogues. What happened 8 years after the events of Aggi's dad, following the taco shop that everyone ate at.
We like tacos.
They're so good.
Tacos.
So
His first taco.
I'm just gonna pull some names that I threw on my laptop and go from there. And the first names I pulled are Kurayami and Aggi.
I knew it! I knew it was gonna happen! I called it like 2 hours ago!
Hold on, we have a script. Hold on. Oh, look at that!
Oh shit!
Hi, guys! Alright, hold on.
I look so underdressed right now and I'm so upset.
No!
I'm in a hoodie.
I'm gonna will.
RJ, I might need your assistance here.
Yeah, grab RJ.
Come here, RJ.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. No titties. No titties for free out here.
Gotta pay for that.
Oh, you gotta pay for that premium shit.
Yo.
Alrighty. Here it is. I'm pulling it up now. I am pulling up the giggle doc. Why did I have to start it with me first? Alrighty. So guys, after the final battle with Aggi's dad, Aggi and Kurayami had the biggest, most expensive wedding ever. Open bar, live band, edible utensils, baby.
You name it, they had it. History would show that no other wedding would go as hard as their wedding did, motherfucker. Kurayami and Aggi went on a planet tour for almost 1.5 years as their honeymoon, bringing joy and brightness to all their dreamers, creating new music, new dances, and achieving their goal of being the #1 idols in the literal universe.
However, Kurayami and Aggi decided to bring their own joys and brightness into the world totally on purpose and not by accident at all. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, a little after their planet tour ended, Kurayami gave birth to their beautiful twins, Rona and Rowan.
Fun fact, Kurayami and Aggi had no clue they were having twins, so when the doctor was like, okay, and here comes the second one, both Aggi and Kurayami were surprised to bring little Rowan into the world as well.
And here is a little reenactment of how that went. Aggi, start!
Yeah, so here comes the second one.
What?
What? There's two!
Scene. It was really perfect. It was really something.
Yeah.
The kids grew up so loved by both their parents and their large family. Rona would often spend time with Auntie Sazia learning how to channel her Unga Bunga energy.
While Rowan spent time learning about all kinds of magic from Uncle Bookwyrm and Nana Sasha.
There you go.
I fucked that up so many times.
So
Daydream,
many.
while they would never disband, took an indefinite hiatus to raise their kids.
Rona's growing up to be just like her father and fighting so many on sight.
While Rowan is becoming more like his mother with his witty remarks and quick support strategies.
We switched to Kurayami. So, Kurayami, in her own little time, after having kids of their own and being a mother, Kurayami eventually went back to port to find Zest and Eric, where they would later confront them and be like, alright, listen, I know I totally terrorized you forever, but we're done. I suppose we're done. So Kurayami would still double down on not forgiving them, however, finally putting an end to the terror that they've issued upon them, and finally letting go of the one thing that has had a grip on them for so many years, and close that chapter of their life. Aggie!
While Lana had offered to let Aggie talk to his mother, Aggie declined. His reasoning was that he lives for the moment and the people who are with him in the moment. Rather than dwell on the past or what could have been, he did, however, have a request for Lana, that she let his mother know that he's doing well and has a family of his own, so she would not worry about him.
Yes.
You guys are so cute.
Thank you. In their free time, Kurayami would go out with Aggie to teach underprivileged children about the arts and sing for them as well.
While Aggie would teach them about self-defense and self-knowledge so they would be comfortable accepting themselves as who they are.
Kurayami would later teach their kids about their culture and where they came from. When they were old enough, they would introduce them to Katarith, and while Kurayami was certain the children might be frightened of him, she was surprised that they thought he was the coolest guy. The two would later argue about wanting their own quarry and their desires to have their own forever friend, which they eventually did succeed in.
Kurayami and Aggie would resume making music and having the biggest comeback of a lifetime, while the kids would visit and vacation with their family.
While this was never how they thought their life would be.
This was the best ending to their love story they could ever ask for. The end.
And make sure, hold on, Aggie, make sure to look forward to the amazing playwright Ready for Love, coming soon this summer.
That, but also the end.
You guys are so cute. All right, you guys ready for the next name to be pulled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
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 All right, can I get a drum roll, please? Benedict!
Oh god. So, first I will excuse myself because in the middle of writing that I got a writing blockage, so it is not finished. After the split off of the party, Benedict returned to his home forest, apologizing and explaining everything that happened in the time his sister and he were away from their mothers. To learn what happened made them build a barrier against the Fey Fiend that did that to their lovely children. He himself stayed by his mothers for a while, took his time to play with their protection pet, and after a while, a quite different elven woman got lost in the forest. Most of the elves he knew were slender and dainty, but she was very tall, muscular, and, without sounding rude, a bit slow. She got thrown out of her tribe and got lost very far away. Her name is Seraphina. She stayed for some time, and Benedict and Seraphina started to catch feelings for another. He also told her everything, and she wanted to meet everyone else. So the two started traveling to everyone thanks to the help of the mirror that allowed them to see other persons. So they traveled between them all year after year, bringing messages and gifts from one to another. After that, some time, these two did not travel alone. They had kids. If you can call 22 awakened mushrooms kids. Now, with so many shroomlings, they decided to settle down, but still go to the yearly visits at the taco shop. Together, they built their own wooden shack in their own forest, isolated from civilization. And that's where I stopped.
So many kids!
Can you imagine a grocery bill?
Mushrooms? Oh my god.
Well, actually, I guess if they're mushrooms, they can just feed on decomposing things in the forest anyway, so.
That's so many.
Makes feeding easier, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, Selvot might have more, but.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
Did you have more you wanted to say?
That's it.
Okay. All right, you guys ready for the next name?
No, let's do it.
No? Okay. Smart ass! That's exactly what you get for being a smart ass!
Alright. Oh, I almost forgot to change my background. Once this actually loads, because Discord is a pain in the ass.
87 years later.
3 hours later. There we are.
I'm sorry, what are you, Louis?
Bonjour, je sais,
Return of Louis.
Oh, I hate it here.
You don't mention his name because then he appears.
Became his father.
Alright,
No,
so...
Louis is a vampire.
Yes, he is. So, immediately following the defeat of Gwan-Aggi, and of course Kurayami and Aggi's wedding, Martin returned home and briefly tried to return to the life he lived only a few months before. It didn't take long before he felt out of place and like near useless just simply living at home. So he began to look into how he could help his community and other communities without violence. During his search for purpose, he became very close friends with Celia Fairburn, the girl that flirted with Martin in the market, and they rapidly became romantically intertwined. I can't speak my own thing I wrote like yesterday. With his own personal relationships having either started off healthy or working their way to a healthier place, Martin settled on trying to help others achieve a similar self-actualization and improved social awareness. Thus, he began to study therapy. Shortly after the second anniversary shortly after the second anniversary party of the defeat of Gwan-Aggi, Martin and Celia married and set up a cozy home in their shared hometown of Kehim. Martin's new business was slow at first, but with tentative support of his father, he began to gain more and more clients. In the following 6 years, Martin has 2 children, a son of 6 and a daughter of 4. While he never really gains an overly positive relationship with his father, the two did work on becoming much, much, much healthier. Although he retired from adventuring, he gladly taught his kids and his friends' kids, and just all of the kids that everyone, all of the fucking mushrooms too, probably, how to defend themselves in a non-violent methods can't be reached. Yeah.
Oh, I love how he becomes a therapist.
I know.
That like warms my heart.
Character progression.
Honestly, adorable.
We stand.
You
I
guys,
wonder if Uncle Martin gets bullied by the kids.
probably.
You know how many kids the party probably has?
Oh my god, we should keep a tracker. Hold on. We have Benedict's. Did you say 22?
22 little shroomlings.
All right, I'm keeping track. Ready?
We're at 26 so far. 27.
22 plus 2 plus 2.
Plus the one that we know about from Captain.
Oh yeah. Oh, plus 2 of Sasha's.
Sasha's. Yep,
29.
29. Yep.
Keeping a tracker.
Oh my god.
All right, next up is Lana,
My child.
the baby.
One of many babies.
All right. Let me pull up Lana's ending. After everyone had split up, Lana spent about a month at home with her mothers. She retold all of the stories, traveling through space with much excitement. After settling into the daily routine, Lana felt a tug in her chest. Lana's need for freedom overtook and she left home, at least knowing that she can return again on her own terms. Lana shortly joined Kurayami and Aggi on their Universal tour. Lana, now really independent for the first time, began to explore herself and her feelings. She took the painful journey of learning about herself and seeing what she truly loved. This was reflected within her dancing as she performed on stage with two of her favorite people. She felt as though the audience truly could see through her when she danced. By the time the tour ended, Lana's confidence had grown as well, thanks to Kurayami and Aggi. There was one thing nagging within Lana. She knew the spirit world and spent time within it as one of their own. Lana couldn't get past the grief of her own death and the smothering feeling of being brought back. She felt like a living dead girl. She knew this was a feeling she couldn't get rid of and had to learn to live with it. In search of answers to herself, she went to the only person she knew could help, Pluto. Pluto eagerly took Lana in as an apprentice. He showed her the way of the dead, and in a sense, she had never felt more alive. Lana proudly learned more about her spiritual side. Within the years, she became closer to Pluto and his wife. She felt as though she had gained another mother and now finally a true father. Lana wanted to give back after everything she had gained. Lana decided to use her powers for what she believed was right. Lana used her spiritual senses to heal the departed. Lana would heal the broken souls that arrived on Pluto and prepare them for their next lives. Later, she would catch wind that her birth father was looking for her. Although she'd never known her birth father, Lana's dad continued to wonder about her after their encounter. He knew he could never be a father, but after a few years decided he at least wanted to try for Lana's sake. The two forged a small relationship. Although awkward at first, her father did do his best to be a better father. He didn't want to meet up with Lana's mother, but that was something Lana knew she would have to be okay with and respect his boundaries. Lana would continue to travel between Pluto and Earth through the years. By chance, she ran into a woman named Ethel. The two connected, and Lana, through much anxiety, would open up to her. Ethel learned about Lana's adventures, friends, and her traumas. The two were inseparable and formed a healthy romantic relationship. The two would eventually get married. They talked about children, but Lana communicated that she couldn't share her body again with another person. Ethel respected this, and together they both decided having or adopting a child just wasn't for them. Lana and Ethel would continue their adventures on Pluto and Earth, spreading their compassion to everyone they meet. They knew their story is not one that will end anytime soon.
That's my kid.
It's the baby! You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Captain Selvot!
Oh boy. After having a planet-hopping adventure helping defeat Gwan-Aggi and parting ways with his new compatriots, Selvot got a great idea for a new business venture. First, he took his crew to kill a kraken, as promised, but afterwards, he asked Bookwyrm for assistance in contacting Opal about turning the Wyvern's Roar from a seafaring ship into a spacefaring one. Confirming the materials needed, he spent the next few months gathering what was needed while also teaching Hikausia the ins and outs of captaining a ship, hurdy-gurdy playing, and five-finger fillet. Don't ask about that one. After years of testing and building and more testing, eventually Selvot and Hikausia Interplanetary Transportation and Ship Services, SHITS for short, was born. Becoming an instant hit, he made more money than he knew what to do with. But in truth, it could not fill the void left when everyone went their separate ways after the adventure they had. He works hard almost every day, but it's all worthwhile when he gets to go to the group's annual taco meetup every year.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I love that so much.
That was so good.
I'm just saying, if anyone bullies our kids, they're gonna have to deal with Uncle Selvot.
The kids are gonna fucking like murder them because of who their parents
I was gonna say, actually, Rona's the type that'll say, "Don't come to school."
There's
Just
the army
don't.
of
It would have to be like
Not for
one
that
half
reason, though.
giant child against one of them, which isn't likely.
I think I forgot her name. Hold on.
We have a shroomling squad to help.
Dude.
We literally have an army.
I forgot her name. I'm just throwing it in there. Okay. But I did already pull a name. And next up is Tinder!
Yay, the baby!
Alright. Tinder's ending. After the event of Gwan-Aggi, Tinder went back to his mundane life on Mercury. He began to go back to his old routine of mindless work until summoned for a spiritual fire cleansing. Tinder, after all of the adventures and new friends he made, realized he wanted so much more for himself. He knew his fire was to promote new growth. He knew he was meant to clear out the bad so good could enter. Tinder decided that he had so much to share than to spend his days just simply existing on Mercury. Tinder would travel the 9 worlds, helping those in need. Tinder decided he wouldn't burn the bad, but give good room to grow. Word of his deeds would spread, and soon he became known as the Wandering Sage. Many would seek him out for his wise advice. After all, he has over 1 billion years of experience. Some say that if you feed him some kindling, you'll be blessed with good luck.
Aw,
Nice.
that's so fucking cute.
Did he learn what a dad was?
He did, but he's a little jaded about it.
Did he learn how to do Gangnam Style?
You know what? He could.
He could.
Next up is Octavia, our other Mercury person. Yay.
Wasn't it Mars?
No, Mercury was Tinder and Octavia.
Oh, Octavia. Sorry, I switched it with Sasia.
No worries. So Octavia's ending. Although not present for the rest of the events, Octavia had held a strong love for the people she interacted with. She shortly followed up with the party and explained why she was so urgently needed back on Earth. Octavia loved Earth. After living in a temple her whole life, she craved an adventure of her own. Together, she and Adelaide explored every inch of Earth. She felt that much more connected to the planet she called home. After years of exploration, Octavia and Adelaide returned to the temple in Thesmel. Shortly after, Octavia finds the most enchanting person. They are an agender person who quickly entangled their lives with Octavia. Together, Octavia and her new partner explore the stars. Octavia had only ever visited Mercury, and she wanted to see the beauty of every planet her friends had done. Although she does experience the wonders of the pink, and does decide that maybe alcohol just isn't for her. Through her journey, Octavia's relationship with her faith and deities strengthen. Some move on as Octavia no longer needs them, and others come in the forefront as she continues to practice. Her transformation into young adulthood is beautiful and elegant, while also being fun and challenging. Octavia not only sees the universe, she learns it. She studies the different planets and their cultures. She immerses herself in every aspect possible, giving parts of herself to all she encounters while continuously filling her own cup.
It was good.
We stand Octavia.
We love
Yeah.
Octavia. Next up is Mama Sasha.
Yay!
All right, here we go. Time for the ramblings of a madman who had 2 days to do this. But after everyone went their own separate ways, before she settled down for a small break from adventuring, Sasha would go back to her hometown and finish the nasty business she had gotten caught up with in Martin's home, hunting down the men who hired the assassins and making sure that they could never hurt anyone again. She didn't kill them outright, but she teleported them into a prison where she didn't know, but she wanted to make sure they were out of the way. Afterwards, her and Xander would go on their own little adventure together. They left the kids with Xander's parents, and they explored together. And Sasha would show Xander everywhere she had been on her adventure with the party. After a couple of years, and after a few adventures, with their saved funds, they decided to open a little school for adventurers. That way, they could pass their own knowledge on to the next generation. Eventually, after about 6 years, Elena would come with them on her first adventure, learning the same skills her own father did, and a little new one, as Elena would show to be very, very one with nature, learning the ways of the ranger. And eventually, come the 8th year, Roran would join them. Small little adventure because he was still only 12, but he got to see a little bit of the world himself. And after that, Sasha just took a semi-retirement from adventuring to handle the running of the school, while Xander handled the rest of the adventuring.
Mm,
And that's it.
That's adorable.
I love it. Next up is Sazia. There we go. All right, let me pull up Sazia's. Unfortunately, Sazia's player couldn't make it tonight. But she did give me they did give me a little blurb on what they wanted. They did say that Sazia and Winnie would live the remainder of their lives together. Sazia would work as a part-time self-defense mentor and supply youth with the skills and mentality to become heroes someday. Also, Sazia definitely has a TikTok following.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not a small one either.
Probably not.
And then last but not least, we have Bookwyrm!
The boy.
I want to hear everything.
Alright. After the group's taco escapades, Bookwyrm returned to Serenitatum, where he went home to spend time with his family for a little while. Bookwyrm and his brother slowly but surely repaired their relationship, even becoming friends. They made a great team, where Lester would make sure that Bookwyrm wasn't getting stepped on by others, while Bookwyrm kept Lester humble when he started
Fucking
to act
right.
up.
That's fucking right.
Even Bookwyrm's foster mother started acknowledging him after the stories of what he had done through the planets, although their relationship did not improve much beyond that. Bookwyrm, from actually pretty early on in the adventure, knew exactly what he wanted to do for the rest of his life from that point. After regaling his father with the tales of his adventures leading out the adventure with Lester, he recruited his and his brother's help in establishing an embassy for the Kobold people, and he would become an ambassador for them. He set up programs to send food and resources to the kobolds of the Mountain of Dragons. At the mountain himself, Bookwyrm would make visits where he helped them set up proper defenses, and with the help of Martin, taught them how to defend themselves properly against the monsters that are local to the area. While Bookwyrm taught anyone who was who knew magic more advanced forms of magic to protect and defend themselves. Bookwyrm was not interested in finding his parents, nor did he ever find them. But he no longer blamed them. With his deeds as an ambassador, he hoped that there never had to be another Bookwyrm. No more children abandoned. But unfortunately, like most cultures, there were some in the kobolds who did not appreciate Bookwyrm's interference. Particularly the leaders who thrived off of their people's suffering. Eventually, the conflicts came to a head, and a large portion of those kobolds broke off to form their own clan, no better than bandits. To this day, Bookwyrm regrets letting them walk out of there. Less than a year after they broke off and formed their own clan, Bookwyrm went to investigate reports of a caravan attack on the mountain road. He found a single cart in a clearing surrounded by fir trees, with 2 Goliaths dead on the ground, killed by kobold weaponry, and a wailing sound coming from underneath them. After moving the bodies out of the way, he found a Goliath baby crying underneath. Racked with guilt, Bookwyrm took the baby in and raised him as his own. The baby was named Fur, after the location he was found, surrounded by the fir trees. Since Bookwyrm never found a partner, as he wasn't particularly interested in romance, so raised Fur as a single father. Raising a son that quickly grew to be 3 to 4 times his size was very interesting, but he and his son have a very close relationship, although sometimes Bookwyrm dotes on Fur far too much, to Fur's annoyance. Bookwyrm has not told Fur the circumstances in which he found him, and fears the day he's old enough to have to tell him.
I love that.
Can I just say, Chris, while you were saying like he heard a baby or something in the background, in your background all we could hear was
Yeah, the wailing. I thought you were playing a track of wailing because it was going on in the back.
Your cat was like, I bet.
Did I hear the word wailing?
Let me help
It's me. I'm the baby.
Let me set the mood.
Hey, yo, y'all need some ambiance?
Oh, I love that.
There it is again.
I love that so much.
You wanted
Gotta show us all up, goddamn.
Good.
I just want to say that I don't think, at least with our party, I don't think any of our kids are gonna look at the parents and be like, oh yeah, that doesn't match up, right? Because I'm so sorry, look at how diverse all of them are.
Yeah.
What do you mean my uncle has to be a human? What? My uncle's a kobold, weirdo.
By the
Fucking
way,
weird dude.
My other uncle's a human.
30
My
kids.
other uncle is a mushroom.
30.
30.
And my other uncle is made of air.
God.
He has 4 arms.
The fuck?
Look at that.
Your uncle doesn't? Weird.
Did your uncle, like, not shoot lightning, too? What the fuck?
Oh, sorry, Hannah. What was that number at?
30.
30.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I mean, a lot of that was light.
Well, I mean, if we had a number for Selvot,
True.
Roll a D100.
75.
roll a D100, Sean.
The last
do it.
roll of the campaign.
You said we didn't need roll 20. I'm opening it up right now.
Yeah.
You can
Wow,
roll actual
roll.
dice if you have any.
I don't
it
have
is
them
last.
available. Like right in front of me right
Alright,
now.
hold, let me throw you mine. I have some right here.
All right, D100. 25 more kids to add to that.
Okay.
Jesus.
So you have 26 total.
Honestly, that's on the low side for a D100.
Yeah.
No, it is. Your D100 said, "Calm down, buddy. Calm down."
Not for real.
Keep it in your pants, dude.
Stop! Did your dice just slut shame you?
Not for real.
Did you guys want to talk about like your favorite moments of the campaign?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
we
had a lot
will.
of happy moments. I love the campaign.
I volunteer Peter go first.
I volunteer Casey go first.
I
Hey,
volunteer
Peter.
Peter first.
I volunteer Casey because I'm busy drinking wine.
Oh, that
I'm
sucks.
busy drinking hot cocoa.
Hey, Peter.
Eat shit. No.
Oh God.
If you want,
No, I was gonna say I keep thinking back to like everything on Saturn and how like fun that was. Just like Cecia busting down the door
Yeah.
and Martin going from "haha, I'm the strong one in the party" to turning and seeing a wall of muscle just like explode a door and be like, "haha, I fear for my life."
And then calling the monk.
Yeah, time to yeet someone as soon as I arrive.
Yeah.
Seriously,
What an entrance.
Honestly.
that was beautiful. And then finding out Aggi could fly after like he just like drifted back at the end of everything.
Hi. I'm Gwan-Aggi. This is Jackass.
So, speaking of Saturn, I actually have a question for you, Hannah.
Mhm.
Was that skull that we found, was that actually another Lich's phylactery?
It was not. It was supposed to be foreshadowing because I think I remember reading like sapphires are associated with liches or I think it's Jinns, one of the two. So it was supposed to be some fun foreshadowing for you guys.
Oh,
Ooh.
Plus with like
That
the
would've
sapphire
flown right over
dragon.
my head.
Yeah.
That sapphire dragon was a little bitch. She was a little fucking bitch.
There were a lot of enemies that we had that were just little bitches. Like, let's be real here.
I think very specifically though, fighting that sapphire dragon had Kurayami the most annoyed in her life. Other than dying. Where she was like, "No, stop, I can fix him." And there's like, "Oh, I don't really want to be fixed though." She's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm trying not to kill you here, you fucking weirdo."
I don't know if I'd really call dying as being annoyed.
I don't know.
that's pretty annoying.
Kurayami was pretty annoyed when she came too. She was pretty annoyed.
I feel like that's not quite the proper like.
traumatized?
Yeah, that would be more the word.
Personally,
You would think Kurayami would definitely be traumatized by that, but it was killing her parents' killers that actually really fucking hit a little different with her. Dying, she was like, "Yeah, it's whatever. You fuckface, you killed me, but like I come back anyway, so eat my ass." Killing her one of her family's killers, she's like, "I don't feel good about that. I did it, but I don't feel good about it. I feel better with a long-term plan, so let's go with that."
Do you know?
I mean, Selvot was fine with killing his abuser. I don't know what that relationship was really like, but
It'd be
Former
what it'd be.
friend.
Listen, the
Associate.
dichotomy between
Yeah.
getting absolutely wrecked by a purple worm and then absolutely wrecking Krampus.
Yes.
Dichotomy
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That was good. That was fun.
Oh, that was amazing.
It was so wonderful how Bookwyrm killed Krampus with
Yep.
magic missile out of a pogo stick as a
Mhm.
machine gun.
I finally
Comedy.
Mint.
I finally
man,
saw. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I finally saw.
Go now. I trust you.
I finally saw that episode of Futurama where Zoidberg got a pogo stick, and I was like, "That's the Bookwyrm episode." Hold on.
Oh, that was great. Speaking of which, we need to finish that.
Alex, you were saying?
Just all this stuff, and I missed it all because, well,
Life happens, shit happens, you take a poop.
yeah.
I'm just glad I
It's
did come
okay,
back
bud.
when I did.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I could be a little self-absorbed, I really loved the stuff I did on Neptune. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole like the 3 ghosts, which
That was
which was
so good.
That shit was...
legitimately scared me while we were going through it. I was like, Selvot might die. And then he drove a bomb to the heart of like a god. So I was like, Selvot might die.
Okay, but you're missing the most
Wait,
important
you
part of
pulled
that.
Guardians of the
That's
Galaxy too?
part,
Yeah.
plants. Plants.
Oh, the
Horny
sexy
plants.
kelp.
Yeah.
Sexy
Oh
cow.
my god.
Horny kill. Yep.
Horny
You know
cow,
what? I
horny
blocked
cow.
that out, and I'm really angry at you now. Neptune just went from like a 9 to like a 4 for me. All right.
See, one of my favorite things during that time period was just the reverse Uno of a Leviathan hitting us with a huge wave, and then Kurayami's like, right back to you. Right back to you, bitch.
That was great. Hey yo, you've activated my Uno reverse card. Get fucked.
I think one of my favorite moments was Secret Agent Kurayami. While the entire party got arrested.
That was pretty fucking great. Me sitting there, oh yeah, I'm made of air. I can just escape anytime I want. Kurayami, hi guys.
Bye, guys. I want you to know that I felt like that was her most manic moment. Other than the thing we don't talk about with her parents kill her, but like,
Yeah.
I had no clue what was going on through her head during that time period. So I was just sitting here like, and then Kurayami's like, do this. No, wait, do that. Actually, we're gonna gaslight the guard. We're gonna make a love story for the guards and then rat them out.
That was insanity.
Dude. Not
That
to
was
like
beautiful.
laugh at my own joke constantly, but I still laugh at the fact that Steve said no, K-pop is the new AC/DC.
Yes.
That was some guy. Steve got his arms blown off.
No, Steve is fine. Wait, no, Steve isn't fine. Who's the one that
Steve-
Aviator guy? Aviator guy's the one we trust. Steve,
Yeah.
he's done. He's
Yep.
donezo. We don't stand that one guy, alright?
I feel he just got gaslit and like all of the bad things happened to him. He got his heart broken. He was gaslit to fuck.
Maybe he
Oh
shouldn't have
my
been a cop.
God.
Maybe he should have chose a different profession.
Aviator's guy was also a cop.
Aviator's
True,
guy.
K-pop.
Aviator's guy, 1 likes K-pop and 2 switch sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He said,
See?
nah, that's my bestie right there.
God.
I think one of the highlights for me was when we were on Mars in the hotel and we were discovering technology for the first time.
That was
We were messing
fun.
around with the
Hey, yo, what
TV
the
and the
fuck's that?
smartphones. Hot
When the
tub.
TV started moving.
All right. Since everyone else is doing things they loved that their own character did, I am the champion of Uranus.
Yep.
You wear that badge proud.
You do.
That was
You do.
fucking- I remember planning that out with Hannah and just like, all right, so since we're doing this, I have to have Martin announce very proudly to his dad, who already is like a bastard man, the single stupidest thing possible.
And quite literally, I made you the champion of Uranus because I wanted to be an ass. Pun intended.
It's great.
Uh-huh.
But also it had like a lot of symbolism that Martin needed.
Yeah.
Who wants to level up to max level and take on a Terras?
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Let's do it.
I'm in. Let's go.
We'll do Terrask fight in first edition.
No.
I'm just saying.
No.
I
I'm
don't
just
want to
saying.
learn a new system tonight.
No.
Hard pass.
But maybe every plans our kids one day.
Yeah.
Maybe
One day.
one day when we're not flooded with D&D or
True.
other role-playing games.
True, true, true.
For me, some of my favorite stuff is just how wholesome the party was and how amazingly you guys got along. Everything was so cute and sweet, and it felt natural, and I just adored how everyone would just, instead of doing something for themselves, they would think of the party and do that for them, you
It
know?
was so wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as at least for when I was here, as far as I know, there was no real in-party conflict. At least none that I noticed.
There was the spore thing at the beginning of the game, but like we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
We don't.
That's why I help
Exactly.
you on your ship without asking for anything in return. Every time you want to give me money, I don't take it.
Captain
I just help you on
Selvot
your
will
ship.
never forget.
One of those two is gonna be on their deathbed, and the other one's just gonna come up and Ben's just like, so hey, I gotta tell you something.
I would probably come to your deathbed because as druid I live longer.
True, but you will
As
revitalize him with rage, so be careful.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but
I
at the
have
same
enough
time,
AP for that.
Well, now we're gonna have a
Selvot's-
funeral, but not for me.
Selvot's like liver.
True. Honestly, at this point, he would probably get super angry and then just laugh it off.
I come
So-
to your deathbed with a bottle of pink.
Selvot's liver
know?
is what's keeping him alive. That's why it's called a
Oh, yeah.
liver.
Yes.
It's the strongest organ in his body at this point.
So,
Yes.
preparing my next character are 22 shroomlings in a trench coat.
Oh
Every
god.
shroomling a different class.
Oh god.
That would be terrible. It would be
Wait, wait,
absolutely
wait.
terrible.
How old is the little the Goliath? How old would that little lad be?
After 8 years, he'd be about 6.
6? I want you to know.
He's 8 foot tall.
I want you guys to know when I made or when Bob and I made Rona and Rowan, we were like, yeah, we'll make them for like if we ever have like a one shot one day. That way, if we can play them, they're aged up a smidgen. So don't mind how much older they look in their photo.
Yeah.
Don't mind that a lot.
I want to
was very
say,
confused about that at first.
that photo looked great. I caught it on stream.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you posted elsewhere, but that looked so good.
I'll post it. I'll post it in NPCs or Dungeon Chat, one or the other. But
That was cool.
we were so excited because like out of the blue one day I was like, we gotta think about the ending of this campaign because it's gonna come quicker than like I could ever anticipate. And then I was like, Bob, hear me out. What if they had twins? Hear me out.
As
I
soon
know
as
I
you
said that our
it,
characters would never have kids, but now I'm sitting here like, no, she would. I know they would.
I want y'all to know, it started off like this. At first she goes, oh yeah, our characters aren't going to be a thing. And then
No.
like 6 months in, they're a thing. And then,
I think.
oh yeah, they're never going to have kids. A few months later, hey, they're
gonna
having
have
twins.
kids. I think they're having twins, and Bob's like, yes, I
It wa-
agree.
She literally called me and said, hey, how did you feel about them having twins? And I was just like, let's fucking go.
And then I do what I usually do, and I hyperfixate. And I was like, oh, but what if they look like this and this and this and this and this and this and this? And then I was like, no, I need a visual now. So I went to Doe. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, Himala Doe on Instagram. That's my baby. I would die for her in a heartbeat.
She's literally amazing.
This fucking psycho, though, I love her to death. I love her. She goes, oh yeah, I'll get back to you hopefully within like 5 to 8 business days or something like that. 8 hours later, she gives us the rough draft. And
Not even
it's-
8.
yeah, no, less than that. And it's perfect. And we're like, oh hell yeah, that looks awesome. She's like, cool, I'll try my best to get the finished product to you soon. Another 5 to 8 hours later, here you go.
My God, I wish I was that talented. Holy shit!
She
Damn.
literally
Yeah, that
calls
is.
it out every time.
Every time. I love her to death. But
I-
yeah, no.
I
Sorry,
rem-
go ahead.
I remember you two being like, I don't know if the picture will be ready. And I'm like, you have 3 weeks, and Doe will have this done like tomorrow.
Which, lo and behold,
Yep.
lo and fucking behold, man. She does not disappoint ever. In Doe we trust.
In Doe we trust indeed.
But yeah, I was sitting there too, like, cause like Bob and I, we had a night. where we were playing just with our character sheets to see like if we could do like cute little 1v1s. My girl Rona's busted a little bit. She got a little busted.
Rona is literally all of the weak points that Rowan has. Like,
Yep.
she's got all of those covered. Like, oh, hey, Rowan's weak at this. Rona's strong at that.
Yes. Or
So
if
they-
Rona is strong in one subject, Rowan's better in the other.
Yeah, they literally contrast each other so well that if they fight, only one of them is going to win. But
Oh yeah.
if they team up, it's fucking over for whoever they're fighting.
Exactly. I just it was so cute and wholesome coming up with them. It was so cute.
Yeah. Look how good they are.
I know, they're so fucking good. Look at my kids. Look at our kids. They're fucking great.
Our kids are so good.
Oh,
So cute.
Hold on. One more look at the kids. One more look at the
Look.
kids.
give me
Just
that
one more
razzle
look.
dazzle.
Look at them!
Look at
Oh, my pride and joy. Which, by the way, Rowan's staff, right? It is a fire opal staff.
Ooh.
And that came from his dear old dad's noggin.
And that axe, I had talked to Liv. Auntie Sazia gifted that to Rona.
Mm-hmm.
That's adorable.
All I can think of is like they're freshly like born and Auntie Sazia
Oh,
is
yeah.
like, here's an axe to slay your enemies.
Here's a bag of muffins, and here's something to defend yourself with.
There was
Remember,
one
kid.
point-
Cell phone.
There was one point where when I was talking with Liv was like, I feel like Sazia would ask if a gun would be okay to give, and I was like, maybe
No, that's-
not a gun.
That's Selvot's department. When they hit 13, he's like, here you go, this is my old one.
I don't need this anymore.
So
God
wholesome. I love it here.
Also, one of the greatest moments was Kurayami's funhouse.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was.
That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I loved
Listen,
I
It was
loved
a very easy fun house to negotiate or to navigate through, right? All you had to do was say one simple phrase.
I loved
That's all it
that
took.
so much, and the fact that you looked directly at his dad and said the password is "I love you, Martin," and then the awkwardness of Lester being like, "I
Can I just say though, here's one of my favorite things actually from that time period was just how quick Martin's mom was like, "Oh, I love you, Martin." That was wholesome as shit.
It was.
Or the chef just casually thinking to himself, I love Martin.
Yeah, the whole staff is like, Martin, we love Martin.
Good kid.
It's not a hard thing to say, okay?
I thought the hot chocolate room was also hilarious.
Yes. They're literally just the staff from the Polar Express,
Yes.
right?
I don't know.
That's okay. They have lifeless eyes.
Mhm.
Oh, not the Uncanny Valley.
It's like you're watching a movie and all the characters are Pinocchio, but none of them know it.
That's a horror movie. All right, got it.
Well, yeah.
What do you
Speaking
guys-
of
So
horror,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of horror, the fighting the old lady in her own house.
Oh
I
my
was
god,
honestly-
that
I was
was.
gonna.
oh my
I was
God.
literally just about to ask you guys, what do you think one of the most like, what happened in this campaign that had your character jaded? Because that was definitely one of my fucking moments right there.
Oh, yeah. Fight the old lady. She's so nice and she's so old. No, you fight the old lady. You don't trust the old lady. What the fuck?
Okay, but Selvot got like his Sunday best out of that encounter.
He did.
So
He did.
You got me there. You got me there.
totally worth it. Totally worth it.
I think for me, one of the things that probably had Sasha a little jaded was that first fight with Gwan-Aggi.
Don't worry.
That'll do
Don't
it.
worry. I think that had Augie jaded too.
Actually, the one that had Aggie the most jaded was the fake Tarask fight that killed
Oh, yeah.
Kurayami.
Yeah.
Bookwyrm. When he saw Tinder just die, I was like, Oh,
I
God.
still don't forgive Uranus for. I don't
No.
forgive him for that.
That was fun.
Kurayami, to this day, still thinks there's better ways to have gone about that, and will have forever beef with this man.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, like Sean knew it was a simulation.
Yes.
Selvot scarred.
No. Oh, yeah.
And then he
Fuck
tried
up.
to come in as a hero in the dragon fight.
Wait, guys, let me help you.
Hey guys, I found this railgun. I'm just gonna shoot the dragon with you real quick. Hang on.
Like, listen, you could fucking kill me, you could kill Aggie, what the fuck ever. You go after fucking Tinder? That's what me fucked up, man. Sellout? Bookwyrm has me fucked up. Anything happens to those three, I'm ultimately fucked up.
Yep.
Oh. They're babies. Oh god. So many good parts of this campaign. So many.
So many.
And honestly, and this is shooting my own horn, I think. Well, I'm really not so much shooting my own horn, but I'm gonna toot Hannah's horn on. Having Sasha come back the way she did, I think that was perfectly fitting for who she is as a person.
Oh yeah. Oh
There's
yeah.
no heroic rescue, no flashy daring do. It was just a mom making food for her family.
Yep. And honestly, that moment too, it had Kurayami so emotional that Casey was starting to get emotional. I was like, oh my god,
Yep.
stop.
I think the one way it could have been done better is if I wasn't there for the start of it. I'm just watching the stream, waiting for a cue, and then all of a sudden, pop, I'm back.
Mhm.
I think that
You
could
know-
have made it a little. I think
Yeah.
that's the one way we could have made that comeback better, but I didn't think of it until now.
That's
It'd be
okay.
what it be.
It's like, oh, hey, this person's been missing for 9 months. All of a sudden, back.
I mean, listen, at this point
Surprise.
with the party, it is we're kind of used to it. We're kind of used to it in this point in the game. Hmm.
Yeah.
My personal horror was the moment on Pluto where I decided with my mind and not with Benedict's mind. And after that, I was so panicked that I have chosen that Lana would be forever with Benedict in one body. And I was thinking about it all the time that I was not able to concentrate on anything else in that time till when it happened that we got Lana out.
Sometimes you get lost in the sauce, man, but you know what? Lana's her own person, and she got good things going on for her right now. She got a fucking girl.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I
Sister.
just want to say, like, when Spooky was saying, like, oh, you need to give up part of yourself, like, one of 13 of something, I was
Yep.
seriously sitting there, like, what could they mean?
I pull out of character, just like, oh yeah, I know what's going on.
Yeah. But it's so hard too, because when you see moments like that out of character, you're like screaming, like, no, I know what this is, but like because you're not trying to meta, you gotta just let it play out how it plays out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I was like, what, you have to give up some of his arm? I don't get it.
It be what it be, man. You know what my favorite part of these campaigns were?
Hmm.
In-canon burps. In-canon
In-canon
parts.
burps.
In canon, I have to go poopies.
Yep.
My favorite.
I feel like Selvot
My
didn't have
favorite.
enough of those.
I know, I'm very surprised. I figured Selvot, of all people, would definitely, at the very least, have to be constantly.
The string of in-canon poopies that was back to back to back at the porta potties.
Oh, that
That
was
was pretty
funny.
Yeah.
Everybody poops, Martin!
That was comedy gold.
Also, when we were at the Aerowarith Manor, and like, what was it like? Aggie was out in the hall naked. Was Kurayami naked? I forget.
Yes.
I-
Yes.
Always.
They were both naked.
And then Selvot going into the bathroom naked.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Martin fucking horrified. That was great.
I feel because like Kurayami and Aggie were raised in a literal fucking like almost like circus. It's almost like a circus.
Yep.
They don't give a shit. They've seen balls. They've seen pierced balls, split balls. They don't give a fuck, man. They've seen it all.
of it. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They are so used to it.
Selvot grew up on a ship, like, no rules.
Yep.
None at
Playing
all.
Martin, his biggest prude ever, was really like should not be that much fun. Just like outraged and just like aghast at like everything.
I think you mean literally playing Martin as this to this in every second.
Martin meeting Kurayami and Aggi, I think, was his biggest aneurysm.
Oh, 100%.
I think Peter put it perfectly, is that when we got to Earth, we just instantly turned into little goblins.
Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Immediately. I'm back on my home turf, man, alright? I don't gotta worry about, like, all this stuff. Diplomatic immunity, baby!
Literally
I
just.
don't worry about any of it.
We all just did this. Goblin mode.
No, seriously, we got back to Earth and it's like, unleash the feral goblins.
All of us
Honestly,
were just like, we run this joint. We know what we're doing.
This is
Didn't we know what we were doing though?
Yeah, mostly.
After going through all these planets and then coming back to Earth, yeah, now we are the gods of this planet.
Alright, listen. We have our godparents, alright? And now we're the godparents of Earth, alright? You just be what it be.
Yep. I know someone's gonna do it at some point, so I'm just gonna do it now. But level.
Jesus Christ.
Level up, please! Please!
You guys can have a long rest.
We did beat Augie's dad. I think that's worth at least a
Twice.
level.
We beat him twice.
Twice.
You know what? The campaign's over. You get one level up, sure.
Yeah, I'll fucking take it. Don't doubt me. I'll fucking take it.
All right, everyone.
Okay,
Roll for
time to
health.
level up.
I'm gonna. I'll fucking
well,
do it.
Okay,
I can't stand any of you.
Here it is.
I got my dice back. Let's do this.
Level, please.
Wait, hold.
Boom. 4 more health. Hell yeah.
How much is it in Pathfinder? Because
Dude, I don't know. We gotta figure that one out.
Yeah.
That conversion is gonna take a lot longer than.
I got 3
One
more
more
health.
tonight.
Let's do
not
it.
as long as you might think, because Pathfinder is just like D&D 3.5, which is
Actually, I get another ability
Fine.
score improvement, so I'm gonna do this and that.
how dare.
Imagine Kurayami with Lucky.
Oh, fuck.
I don't want to.
So
that's
far,
another
I
thing.
did not
I feel like-
took the tough feat. If I take the tough feat now, I don't know how many HP I would have.
I forget if it was. I think it was off stream, but I mentioned earlier that I took the feat to like crit on 19.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
mentioned
Yeah.
earlier.
I don't think I mentioned it on stream though. I took the feat to crit on 19 and then never rolled the 19 after that.
Yeah.
Ever. The
Don't
entire
worry.
time.
I took Lucky very early on and used it early on, and then towards like middle and late, I forgot I had it.
Yep.
You like didn't need
Yep.
it. I did same
You
thing.
forgot
I
you
had
had
lucky too.
inspiration so many times.
Hey, I took Magic Initiate Warlock and I never used any of the war whatsoever.
Yep.
I used Cower, Grovel, and Beg maybe like 3 times.
Yep.
No, you used that so often early
No,
on.
You
It was
used that
so
a
great.
lot, but it was like the first half, and then I guess
Yeah.
Bookwyrm just
Everybody
got
stopped
confidence.
using it.
Yeah.
Just like
You got
I can just
confidence.
delete them.
I
The
just
amount of times that I forgot about Kurayami's like pick up the tempo, where like I
Yeah.
don't get like attacks of opportunities on me if I move out of space. The amount of times I forgot that early on in this stupid fucking campaign,
Well,
man. I'm always like,
Casey,
fuck.
We came up with all those combo attacks.
Damn
We
it, we
never used
did.
the combo.
Oh wait, do y'all want to hear some of our team attack names that we literally came up with like combos for because we're like, oh, that would be so cool for our characters to have that.
And then we both forgot every
Hold
single
on.
time.
Hold on, I have it right here, right? Team attacks. We have Eternally, which Kurayami would cast Sleep, and then Aggi would do Flurry of Blows. We have Crown, which is the Astral Arms and her arrows in sync. We had something else too. Fuck, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that like in Kurayami's like whole her culture and stuff like that. The title for her people were Yume no Naijo, which is the Dreamless Queens.
Mm-hmm.
I just completely forgot to even mention that.
So she's a dream queen.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Dreamless queen. So
Yeah,
no dream
Kalistar,
queen.
get it right.
Dreamless.
I unlocked 8 level spells, and I unlocked the spell Clone.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh, more Bookwyrm.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. You can.
More
That can help you
Buffworm.
raise. Oh, that can help you raise your kid. All right. You needs to raise your kid when you have 2 of you.
Nikolai is sitting there, this is my dad's. It's the same dad, but twice.
Oh my god. Fur goes up to Bookwyrm. Can I do this? Bookwyrm clones himself. Ask your dad.
You know, I think growing up, Rona definitely would have a fat crush on Fur and be like, "Oh look, he's so tall. He's so tall." Oh. And wouldn't tell anyone other than Rowan. Be like, "If you tell anyone, I swear I will beat you up."
Rowan, you just be sitting there like, listen, you do as you please. Like, I have, as long as he treats you okay, I don't give a fuck.
I feel like Sasha's kids would just be like the super protective older siblings, because they're all older than all the other kids, so it's like we must protect the small.
Hecalcia too. Hecalcia was actually, I think, older than Sasha's kids.
I think
Oh, yes.
so.
I think so, because
Yeah.
she's 15.
Yeah.
I say, yeah.
So she's like the same age as Lana, right? Roughly.
Roughly.
So she'd be like, what, 23 now?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
8 years?
Prepare to babysit.
Oh god. I got my
Stop
babysitting
Lana
money.
babysitting. Lana babysitting would be
pretty
so
good.
wholesome.
She would. Oh no.
Ooh, interesting level 8 spell choices.
Did
I
you
didn't get anything
guys
for leveling up?
did you
I
guys
got
have any
one.
questions for me?
What villain did you
So-
have the most fun planning?
Oh god. Honestly, I was really excited for 2 of them. One was the old lady in the basement,
I knew that much. I knew that much.
Oh, yeah.
and the second one, if I'm being honest, I was super excited about Aggi's dad because I had that planned from the start, and I was so excited for that reveal. I was like, I can't, oh my god, I felt like the smoke coming out of my nose and everything as soon as I was like, hello, son.
You're not my dad. My dad's back on another whole planet.
Yeah.
You don't even look like him.
Yeah.
You do look
Meanwhile,
like me, though, and that's a
Meanwhile,
little...
Jupiter was like, "I'm not your dad. Stop calling me that."
Jupiter didn't like you specifically because you were Kai's son.
That checks out, honestly.
You know who likes you? Venus likes you so much. That's
Venus
my
who?
mom. She's my mom. Boogie woogie woogie.
I will say one of the like mini things I kind of had like as a reveal if you guys went that route. I know that with the locket on the beach, if you were to open it, one there were like gonna be 2 pictures of it in it. One was going to be of your parents, and the other one was going to be a picture of your mom holding you.
Yeah.
And out would have come like a little green cloud shaped like a heart.
Aw.
Oh.
I'm
You know,
sorry, I
it'd be-
missed that.
It be what it be. That would not be the first time that I have fully jumped the gun on a situation in a campaign.
No, you're fine.
I think it was
I
very
feel like-
fitting for Augie's character, though.
In
Yeah.
a world of mimics, I think being overly cautious is pretty acceptable.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think in a world where your dad is a fucking lich and you gotta destroy the thing he comes out of, I think you did the smart thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know when he was coming back.
Yeah. I will say I'm a little sad that I stole Augie's thunder for finally defeating his dad.
It needed to happen.
I'm happy Martin
needed to
got to
happen.
overpower a father at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe Tuna was right.
My question would be, what would have happened if I have stabbed Fendal?
Ooh.
If you did, honestly, Lana would have been very, very upset. And that would have possibly driven a wedge between you guys, because she was at a point where she just wanted to let go and move on with her life, and she felt as though revenge just was not it. And she would have felt like that was a disrespect on her boundaries that she set. But she was really happy that you did end up listening.
I mean, it was up to my dice rolls that I listened.
Dice give it, the dice
So
take it away.
it was one dice roll away for me just stabbing Fendal.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, if you had stabbed him before Kurayami was able to get those kids off the fucking boat, you would have gotten an earful from her in a heartbeat. In a fucking heartbeat.
Maybe a knife full.
Nope.
Oh,
So much gaslighting.
question.
So much.
Yeah.
Follow-up question: how long did it take Fendel to realize we took the kids?
Wait, what?
Did it take Fendel to realize that we took the kids?
I think he kept looking for a good hour and was just like, why? What happened to those kids? Why did they leave?
Sons of bitches duped me.
Secret Agent Kurayami strikes again.
I was so hoping to fight that Kraken too. Like, I was sitting here, and I don't know, I felt blue-balled. Just
I was so prepared. I was so prepared to cast Chain Lightning at a Kraken and then be told, hey, yo, they're resistant to lightning, forehead. I was waiting for it.
I'm relieved. I think Kurayami was over sea creatures at that point.
That checks out.
I think she was
Fair
over
enough.
it.
You guys dodged a lot of... Oh, go ahead.
You first.
You guys dodged a lot of battles on Earth.
every battle on Earth.
Yeah.
Except for like the
Actually,
story necessary ones.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. I have a question.
honestly.
Speaking of battles on Earth, hold on. What would have happened if Kurayami just did a massacre that night with the killers?
With the what?
What would have happened if Kurayami just straight up did a massacre with her parents' killers, like left none of them alive?
Are you familiar with the Uchiha clan?
I am. Thank you.
Have you... Would that include the kids?
No, I'm not killing kids. Just their
I mean,
parents.
you're your own best example then, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those kids would have, like, grown up to become assassins and gone after Kurayami.
That was the point that Aggi was trying to make to you, too.
Yeah, listen, she was thinking about it for a while. For a long, long time. But,
Aggi was sitting there like, listen, if you can't learn from that, then you can't move forward from it.
I just want you to know, Kurayami fucking kept those people hostage in their own home for such a long time, contemplating whether she wanted to kill them or not.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad. Like, even me, the player, I was sitting there like, I don't know what you want me to do other than, like, maybe... And then, like, Kurayami would creep up in the back of my head and be like, I want to kill them. Kill them. Kill them. And I was sitting here like,
God.
Naughty
No,
one.
go ahead.
I have another very important follow-up question based on this. What happened through the rest of Buff Frog's life?
Yes! Yes! I want you to tell me everything about Buff Frog and how we're
want every
besties.
detail.
Buff
I want
Frog?
you to know I paid him in full. He is bestie.
Buff Frog, with his many riches, he dedicated to his craft. He went ahead and did everything that you asked him to do. Any future work that you had him do, he absolutely signed on for. He ended up retiring as a goon, and he ended up being a single father, raising like at least 10 different tadpoles.
Just 10?
Just 10.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, he'll occasionally take on jobs if he needs to, but overall, he's happy with his kids. And he'll do anything for Kurayami.
That's my man right there.
Nice.
That's my man. If I ever need him again, just light the beacon.
He'll be like, I need a babysitter.
Light the beacons of Buffalo.
On the topic of Buff Frog, how traumatized do we feel that family would be after Kurayami comes back and is like, alright, listen, I'm done. We're done. I don't like any of you. I don't forgive you, but we're done.
They're gonna jump every time they see a bullywog.
Yeah.
They are croaking the night and they're just like, ugh.
I think Zest was like, you know what, this is traumatizing, but at the end of the day, I deserve this. Whereas Eric was just like, this is ridiculous, this needs to end, I'm on edge, I can't even take a poop without this fucking frog staring at my asshole.
That's why I pay him good money!
You gotta crouch down, you just hear...
Oh, it's there. No, you just hear it.
At least it's picking up for you, fuck. I can't even get to pick up.
God, I love that. I think that's a better revenge. I think that's perfect.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Awesome.
And I love the fact that, like, because he's so good at his craft, right? I was like, don't fucking touch those children. I don't even want the children to know you exist. So this whole time, right, I'm thinking, their children are probably like, Mom, Dad, what fucking frog are you talking about? Literally, what the fuck are you on about?
They're watching, the frog's watching!
The frog in the background literally
The final...
sitting there going...
It's the final gaslight.
I like the idea of them trying to catch every fly they come across to try to appease it.
It's my finest art of gaslighting.
Mm-hmm.
Achieved a level of gaslighting so high, you don't even need to gaslight anymore.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Did you guys have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Benedict still thinks that radiation is something holy magic, different because it was helping healing Neptune.
You know, it definitely was a certain kind of healing, that's for sure.
Just that torpedoes are roughly 3,000 pounds, and you cannot lift one.
Badly.
Not with that attitude.
The fuck you can't. I have 4 arms and a will.
Oh,
Yeah, you better be fucking riding a wheel after trying to lift that.
I got a big B's hand and a dream.
We've got Buff Frog. We've got Bookwyrm.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
it's got 2 arms and a hernia now.
aviator guy.
Next time we visit Neptune, we're taking one of those bombs and throw it at a Tarrasque.
Now that one I'm not too sure about.
That's
We gotta-
not gonna work.
We got a big enough bag of holding. We don't need to lift it. We just need to put the bag around it.
That's not
Bag of
even a
holding.
bag. That's a...
It
Oh,
holds up
We
to
need to-
500 pounds, you can't do it.
We need an extra large bag of holding.
Yeah.
I believe
Extra large.
in Opal's ability to invent what we need.
Supersize it.
oh no.
Wait, don't we have a spell to make... No, it only works on creatures to make them a size category smaller. Damn it.
That
I'm
was
pretty
for
sure
more
a
Tarrasques.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure even if it's gargantuan, it would only just be slightly less gargantuan.
That is the funny
if-
thing. It says how much it goes smaller, but also says it's a size category smaller in that spell. So what does it do? If a
Because-
gargantuan beast that is over the size of just large
Well, I
gets
mean-
a little bit smaller, still counts as gargantuan in its measurement, but in the spell it states it counts as large. What now?
I'd probably say it'd become huge.
Mhm.
Just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you brought the missile to life and then shrunk it?
That's... I can make the missile alive! I can awaken the missile!
What is this?
The
Blah, blah,
first
blah, blah,
30
blah?
days it is... our friend.
No, if it was
Yes!
a Bobo, we would bring the missile to life,
yeah.
have a tea party with it. It would get angry, flip the table, and La Cucaracha would start playing from underneath it.
Give it,
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
Shit, you're right. That would happen.
you give it sentience and learn to love the bomb.
Oh no.
Okay, Kubrick.
It'd be a very Doctor Strange love.
The first 30 days, it is our friend. If we treat it as our friend in this time, and after the 30 days end, it's still a sentient, but it has its own free will at that point.
I would want
So
to
if
blow
we
it up,
treat
then.
it good, we can have it as an endless friend. That's
what
how
if we
all
had,
the
like-
mushlings started, because these are all awakened mushrooms.
What if we had like a pet nuclear missile that acted like a dog?
I would love that.
A pet nuclear missile that acts like a. What kind of Fallout mod is this?
I feel like we had a missed opportunity here.
We are now the children of Adam.
Yes, we are.
We have a displacer beast kitten and a living missile.
Oh, I forgot to put Stella in my backstory. I just need you guys to know that Stella is the best big kitty in the entire world, and she quite literally will bite someone's hand off for Kurayami and their kids.
Oh yeah.
I'm just imagining Stella fully grown with those kids.
Yup.
Oh,
Stop it. Rona would be like, I need to ride this into battle!
one thing I didn't mention because you guys didn't go into battle with Fendel is he was wearing a displacer cat cloak.
In front of
Hey yo,
my
I'd like to
good dad?
retcon and go fight him.
Yeah, can we go fight him?
You find him after, 8 years, and we're just like, hey, we're gonna beat the shit out of you.
We did just level
Stella.
up, so.
A snack for you.
Aggie comes sprinting from the top deck again. Hey yo, I just remembered something 8 years later!
He's still sitting there like, where the fuck did those kids go? This is the worst game of hide and seek I've ever played.
He actually thinks that we're the villains. He's like, what did you do with those kids?
The kids just come, we just bring the kids
That
with
would
us and be
be
like, hey, we
funny.
brought them back. They're kind of grown now, but they're back.
Listen, I'll gaslight him one more time to think the kids were there the entire time and that they grew up right there on his ship. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right. Are you guys ready?
I think I'm goody.
Think,
I
I don't
I
know.
think I'm ready.
Last time we get to end D&D.
Wait,
Let me.
I need to end this with one last song of Kurayami's.
Hold that
Hold
thought.
on.
Because I'm
Okay.
gonna set the scene.
Do it.
8 years have passed, and every year you guys have faithfully met up at your favorite taco shop in Dotem. As you all begin to get together, you and travel to meet for your meeting. Everyone's hearts, they're just so excited to be reunited with their friends. The scene ends with Captain Ship sailing up to port, all of his friends on the pier waving at him, just as it was in his vision. Go ahead, my love. Sing your Kurayami song.
Okay, hold on. I gotta skip to the chorus part. Oh, that way. Alright. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Alright, so Kurayami, I would think... Set the scenes, right? We're out there, panning out to a screen of black, and all you hear in the background is, before we say goodbye, and just let it go. But I'm lost and amazed from the love in my heart, from zero to a mono. That's how the path splits, and then it just continues in order to release it from your hands to my own. I gotta let you know that I need to let you go. Hard like to say goodbye, but I can't run anymore. I'm ready to let go. There we go.
Nice. Good shit, good shit.
And here is our goodbye, our last session, our final end. I hope everyone here has a wonderful, magical night. And we'll see you in Welcome to the Arcanum. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.